MSI Claw could be the worst handheld ever. Don't believe the early previews. It just cracks me up to see how these sellout YouTubers jump on every opportunity to bootlick companies, always calling every new handheld a Steam Deck killer or new performance beast or new performance king. Always remember, the moment you receive a review piece from a company, you become part of their marketing and advertisement strategy. You fear that if you don't say good things about it, you won't get the next product from them. That's why these reviews sound more like an ad than a review, with the word "how cool is that?" "How great is that?" Can you imagine the greatness mentioned 1,000 times? Today, we are going to talk about the Intel-powered handheld released by MSI called the MSI Claw. It has already been given the name King of Handhelds even before its release, or for that matter, maybe like 50 people might have even gotten to touch it during the conference. Before diving into the details, let's take a moment to talk about Intel. This company is a behemoth in the semiconductor world, a true pioneer. I hold a great deal of respect for them, having worked closely with them for 5 years. That experience gave me some insight into their market strategy mindset. Intel has a habit of dipping its toes into new markets just to make a statement. They're a big brand and feel the need to be at the forefront of everything. Remember their foray into smartphone chips? That time they teamed up with Asus and some Indian companies to venture into mobile chips, while AMD was quietly taking over their home turf of home computers. Their phones appeared and disappeared in a flash. It wasn't about creating a groundbreaking product, it was more about grabbing headlines. Those who bought into the Intel brand for their phones ended up with a subpar product and virtually no support. If it weren't for their server chips, Intel might have faced bankruptcy by now. The money they poured into trying to show the world they could compete in the mobile chip market was just pocket change for them. Intel, with its colossal size and hefty expenses, never really aimed to dominate the mobile chip market. The profit margins they enjoy from their laptop PC server chips are enormous. They couldn't sustain themselves on mobile chips. And now, with the MSI Claw, it seems they might be repeating history with the handheld market. While there might be some downsides, let's delve into what the MSI Claw actually brings to the table. Positioned as a high-end contender in the Windows gaming handheld market, the MSI Claw is powered by Intel's Meteor Lake CPUs, offering a range from the Intel Core Ultra 5125U to the Intel Core Ultra 7155H. It boasts up to 1 terabyte of SSD storage and features a 7-inch display with a crisp 1920 by 1080 pixel resolution and a smooth 20 Hz refresh rate. In comparison, the Steam Deck opts for a custom AMD APU, prioritizing efficient performance, and sports a 7.4-inch OLED touchscreen. Running on Windows 11 Home, the MSI Claw ensures extensive compatibility with a myriad of games and applications. Its specialized software, MSI Center M, is designed to enhance the gaming experience on Windows. The device doesn't shy away from style either, flaunting RGB face buttons and rings around the thumbsticks for an added aesthetic touch. It also includes Hall effect triggers and joysticks. So, that's the standard spiel you've probably heard in every MSI Claw review out there. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Since the Steam Deck's release, numerous handhelds have entered the market, yet the Steam Deck is often hailed as the benchmark. It's no wonder every third video seems to label the MSI Claw as a Steam Deck killer. Let's cut to the chase and focus on the crucial aspects: specs, performance, and user interface. The MSI Claw positions itself as a premium contender in the Windows gaming handheld market. It boasts Intel's Meteor Lake CPUs. This marks a notable shift from the AMD APUs found in rivals like the Steam Deck. The Claw's Intel processors, coupled with integrated Intel X ESS for AI upscaling in certain games, hint at a robust performance capability, particularly for AAA titles. Yet, early feedback points to possible issues with power efficiency and frame rates, especially when the device is running on battery power. Opting for an Intel APU, especially the Core Ultra 7 155H, brings into question the Claw's efficiency and battery longevity. Intel's APUs have historically lagged behind AMD's in terms of power efficiency, a crucial aspect for handheld devices. Geekbench scores for the MSI Claw indicate potentially impressive performance, but this might come at the expense of increased power consumption, a significant concern for handheld gaming. The Claw's speculated 28-watt TDP, while in line with similar laptops, may not be as suitable for a handheld format. Considering the Claw's dimensions, it seems to house a battery around 53 watt-hours, which might struggle to support the demanding Intel APU. In contrast, the Steam Deck is engineered for efficiency. Its custom AMD APU is fine-tuned for lower power usage, maxing out at 15 watts, which translates to extended battery life. This makes the deck more apt for prolonged gaming sessions, though it might not match the Claw's raw performance in high-end games. The MSI Claw's 53 watt-hour battery is touted to deliver up to 2 hours of gaming at peak load. If accurate, this would be commendable for its category. However, the actual battery performance in real-world conditions is yet to be determined, particularly with the high power requirements of its Intel processors in mind. The Steam Deck's emphasis on efficiency suggests it could offer better battery life, making it a more viable option for lengthier gaming experiences. Software and user interface. The MSI Claw is equipped with Windows 11 Home, ensuring compatibility with a vast array of games and applications. It features the dedicated MSI Center M software, designed to enhance the gaming experience on Windows. However, we're all too familiar with Windows' unpredictability. There have been numerous complaints about Windows handheld devices being prone to crashes and unresponsiveness. The software layers that these companies develop to interface their hardware with Windows drivers are often unstable, leading to frequent crashes or complete non-responsiveness. In contrast, the Steam Deck's SteamOS, based on Arch Linux, is tailored for gaming on the Steam platform. It provides a more cohesive and user-friendly interface. I'm not claiming that Steam Deck's OS is flawless, but it certainly seems to outperform Windows 11 at the moment. My main issue with Steam Deck OS is its erratic game support. There are plenty of games that could run smoothly but don't, simply because SteamOS doesn't support them. This isn't an issue with Windows handhelds. If the hardware can handle a game, it will likely run it. We need to recognize that Intel is like an elephant, a colossal entity established ages ago, burdened with layers of bureaucracy that slow down its progress. That's why we often see them recycling the same old designs. Take the MSI portable gaming device, for instance. They're cramming a power-hungry Intel chip into it, which is bound to drain the battery in no time. I mean, seriously, what's the use of all that power if you can only enjoy 45 minutes of gameplay? I know some folks in the comments might argue, hey, they promised 2 hours of full-load gaming. But let's be real, when have their claims ever been spot on? They tend to inflate those figures. Once this device hits the market, every reviewer will highlight the CPU throttling issue. And sure, they'll mention that MSI Intel plans to roll out driver updates to fix it, but let's face it, those updates will come, yet nothing significant will change. We've seen this pattern with Intel-based laptops. Endless updates, but no real solution to the throttling problem. It seems both the industry and consumers have resigned themselves to the limitations of Intel chips. Then there's the hype about Wi-Fi 7. It sounds impressive, but realistically, how many people have access to Wi-Fi 7 connections and routers? I doubt even Linus Tech Tips has that set up. It's just a marketing ploy, boasting about being the first handheld with Wi-Fi 7. As for the design of the Claw, it's practically a clone of the ROG Ally. It's as if they used the same mold but just switched up the colors. So whatever issues or perks the ROG Ally had in terms of ergonomics, you'll find them here too. This whole system feels like a ROG Ally repackaged with some unnecessary additions and a power-guzzling Intel chip. The extra features seem like justifications for the hefty price tag of incorporating an Intel laptop processor, which frankly, this handheld doesn't even need. If Intel is genuinely committed to breaking into the handheld market, Why not develop a chip specifically for handheld devices? They could collaborate with Windows to craft a user interface that's more suited for handheld use. I'm just a regular consumer, not one of those reviewers who get early access to products. My channel isn't even monetized. But I've observed this biased review world from afar, and I think it's time to dive in and start speaking up. My advice? Hold off on pre-ordering this device until you've seen genuine reviews from reliable sources you trust. That's all for today's episode. If you liked what you heard here, consider subscribing to the channel. Have a great day and take care.